Dungeon Hunter 5. We're about to go into the second level, but we do have some...
Let's get you.
We're going to go through a couple of the tutorials. So this is actually a rolling tutorial with DH5 instead of it just sitting and being like, here's everything in one go. As you progress through the first couple of levels, they're actually going to kind of be explaining things as you... they'll be explaining things as you get to use them or you acquire like items and things. What does it say? There we go. Okay. Sorry, I can't see from the side. So there's a couple of different things that you'll see in this screen. First being that you can have two weapons, and the other being that each of them has an elemental effect to it. So it's lightning, there's nature, electricity, water, fire, and those all come into effect with the levels. You might run into certain ones where they are there's a lot of fire heavy enemies. You might want to have some water gear. So you actually have the option to preset multiple sets of gear, and you can just cycle through them. It's a little harder to do at the beginning of the game because you haven't acquired that much gear or loot yet. But oh no! So this is kind of an example of what's going on now after the Demon Wars are over. That you kind of have these cities that are not in the best repair. You have undead appearing, and that there's just not the same amount of stability that there was before the wars. And that's where the bounty hunter guilds come in. That they're kind of like, if you can pay for it, we'll protect you and we'll help you. But it's definitely not that idea of being the hero and always doing what's right just because you can, because you're a bounty hunter. So you'll run into a variety of different enemy types, even within each of the, styles. So undead will have multiple enemies within them that have different abilities, as well as the traditional kind of creator help. You can do it! Oh, nicely done. And as you can see with the weapons, they kind of do a kind of multiple hit combo. So you have a couple that are regular, and then you'll have a powered up last hit in sequence, so you're not stuck in with just using your more powerful spells or anything of that nature. Run forward. Run away from the boss. Well done. So something you can do too is actually, if you want to try your other weapon that you equipped, is I don't know. I'm partial to the crossbows, but I still occasionally will switch over to my secondary. And that gives you a little bit more flexibility. So with Dungeon Hunter 5, you're not actually stuck in a singular class. You're not just a mage or a monk or a warrior or ranger or anything of that nature like you've seen in the previous games. Now it's much more flexible and fluid and gives you the ability to kind of progress your characters how you want. So you're not limited in what types of magic you can learn or what types of weapons you can carry. So in my case, I have a tendency to carry something like the dual crossbows as my main, and then as my secondary, either the dual swords or like the glaives, because I feel like those are good close range weapons, while the crossbows are great long range. And I like having that combination when I'm running around on my own. Gear. Alright. Save screen stuff. So what we've been playing through here so far has been part of the single player story.
After this.
But you'll also see that you'll go into other things, like we'll have daily dungeons, we'll have weekly one-hit challenges, and a variety of things of those nature. So.
And the game's launching on the 12th?
Yes. So
Okay.
it'll be next week.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Thanks.
Awesome.